Today, Chris is going to show me what I'm doing wrong so you don't make the same mistakes. All right, hey guys, welcome back to Style Tips for the Everyday Guy by Cladwell.com, where you can get your free personal roadmap to dress better. I'm Eric.
I'm Chris.
And today we're talking about how a dress shirt should fit.
Yeah,
and it is a tongue twister.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing a dress shirt. We're standing up, big difference. And we're going to walk through the right tips on how it should fit.
Yeah.
I'm actually wearing a shirt out of my closet. Chris is going to show me what I'm doing wrong per usual, and you guys can learn from it.
Yeah.
So before we get into actually showing each piece of the dress shirt, Chris, talk me through, I'm wearing a dress shirt. Why is it super important that it fits really well?
Yes. It's really important because it's one of the most formal items in your closet.
Yeah.
So you're dressing up, and when you're dressing up, you want to be especially deliberate about how everything fits, how your outfit really comes together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are different, if I'm going and trying to get a dress shirt, there are different fits and cuts off the rack. Talk me through those different cuts and maybe how they work for different body types.
Yes. So it's really important to get that good fit, that you get the right shirt for you. There's a regular cut or regular fit. That's going to be the most comfortable, sometimes we call it, so it's going to be the loosest fitting dress shirt.
Okay.
There's a slim fit or slim cut that'll be a little bit more tapered in the body.
Okay.
And then there's a fitted or the slimmest, extreme slim. You'll hear those varying terms used, and that'll be tightest to the body.
Okay, so we obviously have men come in all different shapes and sizes.
Yep.
So I guess my question is, if I'm a bigger guy, am I relegated to the regular fit? Or do I have to be a skinny guy to wear the slimmer cut?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I think this is something a lot of bigger guys don't realize, is that they could really benefit from a slim fit, just like a lot of guys who are thin too. It's really just about getting the right size.
Okay.
If you're a bigger guy, you don't want a regular fitting shirt that's just going to hang off of you and make you look even bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So feel free to try out the different, it's all about getting the right measurements.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's walk through maybe piece by piece this shirt that I'm wearing out of my closet, pulled off the rack.
Yes.
And where it's doing okay, where it's not doing so okay, and where there could be some improvements, I guess.
Great, yeah, a couple of small things. I think overall, I want to say, if you guys out there, if you have a shirt that fits like this, you're not doing too bad. Really, this is not a terrible fitting shirt.
I think in general, that's kind of my life. It's like, you're not doing too bad, you're on the line.
Yeah, you're okay.
Okay.
So if you can actually button the collar for me, what we'll do is we'll start from the top down, and I'll just highlight a few things I think I probably would change about this shirt to get it to be even better. So if you can turn to the side first, there's a little rule we use. It's a 1 or 2 finger rule with the collar. So if you fit your finger in here, you want to be more than 2 finger widths apart, the collar standing off of the neck. So here we've got about 2. It's the maximum. It probably could be a little tighter.
Yeah.
You can actually just see sometimes, you can see a gap in between the collar and the neck. And if you can actually see that, it's probably a little too loose.
You're saying a lot of guys just don't know their neck measurement a lot of times.
Yeah, so I sold dress shirts and ties for a long time, and that was something I saw very often. Guys would come in and say, I don't even know what size I'm a medium, right? But what we're really looking for is an inches measurement. The neck, like 16 inches is a pretty common measurement. Also, the sleeve length is the other measurement that you need to know.
Okay.
32, 33, 34, those would be pretty common.
Once you lock those down, that's kind of your
that
base
really
for the
helps
shirt.
orient you, yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, you want to add in the regular fit, slim fit, or fitted.
Okay,
Yep.
So let's keep going down from the neck.
Cool.
What's
So
next?
the next thing I would look at is the shoulders. If I can have you turn slightly again, you'll see this seam right here. Where I'd like to see it is a little bit more up here on the shoulder so that it fits more in line with the natural drape of your shoulder. This is hanging off just a little bit, so it gives a little bit of a sloppier overall look than I'd like to see.
So if I'm trying to find a sleeve that fit, or a shoulder that fits a little better, and I know my neck, I know my sleeve, what do I do in terms of buying the right size shirt for me?
You may find a slight difference between a regular or slim fit, but more likely it's going to be a brand thing. Just how different brands of shirts will fit you.
So you've got to just test different brands that are out there.
That's the absolute best strategy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay, cool. So next we can look at the body here. So you've got, you can go ahead and stretch out your arms a little bit. You've got quite a good amount of material hanging off of your body here. So I'd like to see something a little bit more streamlined. Now we can kind of demonstrate that if we cheat this a little bit. And thank you. We can just tuck it in here, and you can see
The old tuck-in sheet.
Getting pretty personal. You can see a little bit more of a streamlined look in the torso, and that's kind of what I would want to see.
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, and that's definitely affected by a slim cut shirt.
So if you have a bigger shirt, you can maybe get away with this, but more than likely, as you're moving around,
exactly. You sit down.
You're doing the old stretches in the dress shirt.
The stretches, yeah.
It's going to come out, and now you got the billowy fabric again. Okay.
Yeah. And then finally, the sleeve length. Your sleeve length actually it looks pretty good here. So we're going to see the thumb. It's going to come down almost to this first thumb knuckle. That's a pretty good, somewhere in between where your wrist and hand start, and then that first thumb knuckle.
If you're wearing a jacket or a blazer on top of it, you want
to see a little bit of the cuff hanging out, yeah.
The other question I have with shirts is, you've got these button options.
Yes.
You got the one button versus two button. I'll show it, I guess, on this one with the watch. Which one should I do? Like, do I want it to be tight around the wrist, or do I want it to be a little looser?
I'd say if you're wearing a watch, you want that cuff to accommodate the watch. Okay. So you want it to hang over the watch. So if you need to loosen that cuff up to the looser button, then go ahead and do that. Okay. To fit the watch underneath there.
So we got neck, shoulders, the side garment, and the length of the sleeve.
Yep. Those are the biggest things. I think one thing to keep in mind is that if you have a lot of this extra fabric, one thing you can do if a slim cut still doesn't take care of it, like these are guys who are bodybuilders a lot of times, they have a broad chest but a narrow torso. Yeah. One of the things you can do is have the shirt tailored. Don't forget that that's an option.
Okay. Yeah. So that's kind of my last question is how should I purchase these shirts? Yeah. Can I get it off the rack? If I find the right brand, can I get it off the rack that's going to fit me the right way?
Yeah.
Or do I need to actually go to these different sites that you buy tailored shirts or take it to a local tailor?
Right. Yeah. So a lot of guys can do pretty well with dress shirts off the rack, but a lot of guys could really benefit from some tailoring too. So like I said, they could definitely take in the side. That's something most tailors can do. Can definitely adjust the sleeve length. That might cost you $20 overall, $20 to $30 depending on where you are. Okay. But yeah, you can also check out one of these websites that make custom-made shirts. Those are cropping up all over the place.
Great. Guys, hopefully this helps you. I know it helps me. I can go out and get a dress shirt that fits me, and I know what I'm looking for now, and you guys can too. If this video was helpful for you, give us a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. Go check out Cladwell.com, where you can get your free personal roadmap to dress better. And thanks so much for watching.
We'll see you next time.